What's up, guys? I always like sharing tips with y'all. Uh, Different things, sharpening, I mean, whatever, anything that I found that works better than previously, I'll share it with you guys. Like my Torx driver video, I'll eventually start doing knife disassembly videos, stuff like that. But there's something that I've wanted to hit on for a while, and that's cleaning knives. Like, people don't understand how nasty G10 can get, and even titanium. It gets grimy. I mean, especially if you play with your knives a lot, the G10 and the titanium, pretty much all handle materials get grimy, and you don't even realize how dirty they are until you clean them. Just want to give a before of what G10 looks like. The way I clean it, it actually changes the look of the G10. It actually brings it back to almost factory grippiness, which I really like. That appears pretty clean, right? I mean, it does. It appears to be fairly clean. And here's the strider, my most used strider. Appears to be fairly clean. So does the titanium, right? I want you to pay attention to the titanium. This is going to be a huge difference. The titanium, I've noticed when I clean it the way I do it, it actually brings out the colors in the anodizing. So there's the before shots, and if I liked to edit videos, I could edit this all together really nicely, but I hate editing. Gonna take a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, just a used Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. What you want to do is wet a corner of it, and that's what it looks like when it has too much water in it. See how it's all saturated right here? You want to shake that water out. You don't want it to be holding a lot of water, because when you start cleaning, all that water will come out and it'll actually get all in your knife. It's no good. Anyway, see how clean that is right now? This is the corner I'm going to be using right here. See how clean that is? Very clean. Alright. Let's get to doing the G10 and let's see how dirty it is after. Doesn't take much, just use light pressure so you're not squeezing out all the water. You don't want to be squeezing water all into the knife. You just rub it lightly. Look at how dirty it's getting. All that is nasty hand grime that's coming out of the G10. And all that stuff actually builds up over time, and it will make the knife less grippy. I don't know if you've ever opened a knife and it's been... This part gets extremely dirty too. Ever opened a knife and thought about how grippy the G10 was, and then 2 weeks later realized that it's not grippy anymore? You're not actually wearing it down that much. You're just filling those voids with dirt and nastiness. And look how dirty that corner is now. See all that grime on there? It's coming off my knife. And I just cleaned it like a week ago. Okay, what I do after this is I just take my t-shirt and I grip the knife. And it pretty much soaks up all the water. And then if there's water up under the pocket clip, I'll just stick it in my pocket and pull it out, and it cleans the water off. I'm going to let that sit and air dry. Pretty sure I have enough water to demonstrate the strider. Going to re-wet and shake it out. I'm going to clean from here up on the titanium, so I can do a side-by-side comparison of what the clean titanium versus dirty titanium looks like. Alright, got even more nasty. Okay, I cleaned from the pivot area to the lock bar stabilizer. Alright, and then I'm going to zoom in on this, and I want you to see something. Do you notice how much more vibrant these colors are than back here? I went from here to stopping right here. Do you see how much more vibrant those colors are? I mean, they really catch in the light now. That's because the titanium gets nasty as shit when you're holding it. I mean, it's just a fact of life. I don't care how clean your hands are, your titanium's going to get nasty, and so is your G10. That is a huge, huge difference. I'm hoping it's picking up in the camera. But you can see this distinct line right here. Dirty titanium, clean titanium. And the colors are much more vibrant. Much more vibrant. I'm going to finish cleaning it. Sorry I bumped the camera. I'm going to finish doing the titanium. Doesn't take much, just a little light rub. Get in all the nooks and the crannies. I got too much water there. Yeah, way too much water. Oops. Anyway, if it gets water in there, you can just blow it out with compressed air. Buy some canned air and do it. Alright, that's the titanium side. I'm going to do the G10 side. Strider's G10 really holds the dirt and the nastiness in there because it's so aggressive. Alright, now, 2 knives. You remember how it looked before. Look at all that nastiness. So, they get dirty, trust me. Gonna soak up all this water. Then show you what it looks like. You see how vibrant the pattern on that titanium is? You can see where it's still wet right here. I mean, that's eventually going to dry. But look at how vibrant that is. There's actually like gold and little speckles of what looks like goldish color in there. It really brings out the blues and the purples. And this is what it looks like when you get it new, but it quickly becomes dirty and your pattern goes away. So anybody who has a Strider with flame titanium, if it's not as pretty as you think it should look, clean it with a magic eraser and it'll look like this. Also, the G10 gets extremely grippy, like, I don't know if you can hear that. It's really, really grippy now. And it's drying out, that's why it looks splotchy. But it just feels much better in the hand now. And same goes for the G10 on the Spyderco. It just feels much better. Listen to it. You can hear how grippy it is now. It's because all that gook and grime is out of the little valleys in there. So it's, think of a peak in a valley, like the tip of my finger is the peak and this is the valley. Think of grime filling that up. Filling it up, so it's not as grippy anymore. You bring that grime back down, and now you have higher peaks and lower valleys, so naturally it's going to be grippier. And it's much grippier. So, there's my tip. Get your knives clean, because I promise you they're nasty. And if you have something like flame titanium, then it looks like that again. Looks like new. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.